Hare Krishna Mataji. So happy to see all of you today. Today, we have gathered here to discuss on Bhagavad Gita on a super auspicious day, right? So today is actually called the Bhadra Purnima. Among all the Purnima, Hare Krishna Arul Prabhu, yes, welcome. And also thank you for the donation. So my gratitude to you. So when you look at these, there's a lot of Purnimas or Paurnami, okay? And a few of the Paurnamis are considered very auspicious. One of it is Guru Purnima, all right? Guru Purnima. That's the day that Vyasadeva was this thing. So we worship on that day, the day that of Vyasadeva, all right? Guru Purnima, that we worship our spiritual master. And now it's called Bhadra Purnima. So this Bhadra Purnima is the day where Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken. Okay, the day that Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken. And at the same time, also this day is the day that, what I call, Srila Prabhupada accepted sannyas. Okay. It is, and also the Vishwanath does, I mean, there's a lot of auspicious festivals that related to today's program. So what is that today's ritual a person should do is to recite Srimad Bhagavatam, okay, to recite Srimad Bhagavatam, and also to donate Srimad Bhagavatam, okay, to donate Srimad Bhagavatam, to read Srimad Bhagavatam, and also to worship Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, if you don't have a Srimad Bhagavatam, even you can put a Bhagavad Gita on the altar and you can worship them, okay, by offering flowers and tulisis and all these things. Okay, so today is a super auspicious day. And on this auspicious day, we gathered to discuss Bhagavad Gita on the universal form. That's going to be fantastic topic, okay? Because after Arjuna was asking question, how these people live, he have at last agreed, that you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And you have, the Vyasadeva have said about it, Asita, Devala, Rishi, and also this, what they call, Deva Rishi, what they call Narada. All these great personalities have spoken about you, and now you yourself are saying it from your own mouth. Therefore, I'm so grateful. I mean, so he said, now I've accepted whatever you say is truth. Okay. So now, as usual, when someone, when we meet someone, when they say, no, I am God, right? There's so many bogus gods out there, right? What is bogus means? Bogus means faulty, all right? Or fake or cheating, all right? That's the word bogus, okay? So these bogus, there's too many bogus avatar out there. They're saying, hey, I am God, I am this. So one of that greatest bogus God that I can think of is this guy called Sankara Baba, right? Sankara Baba is from Chennai, South India. And the most funniest part about him is when he start to speak about his Krishna Lila, and he start to do the Krishna Lila, how he dance with gopis. He just put his mouth. He looks like a Telugu comedian. His face looks like one of that comedian from Telugu movie. Okay, and he hold the flute, and all the girls will be dancing around him. And also he gave an interview. Actually what actually he did during that Kurukshetra, all this kind of bogus thing. But eventually the so-called God was arrested by police for this case of molesting. All right, he molested the girls or something like that. Then he was imprisoned, I think. So the case went through. Then of course he's very rich, very powerful, especially in India, and he was acquitted or something like that. Okay, so anyway, so like that. So now is something that you're going to learn, something which is what do you call very important topic. Okay, after you understand chapter 11, you will never get duped by any so-called avatar. There's so many avatars out there. All right, and there's so many avatar. All right, when you see this guy, there's another guy called what is his name? He owns his own plane, and he traveled. Guru Maharaj or something like that, right? So I think he looks like a Nepali. Okay, he travels the world in style, in coat and suit, and he start to like initiate people, and he has a very big follower. Okay, like this, there's so many fake gurus, fake avatars. Okay, so we have to be very careful. Why we have to be very careful? Because life is a serious matter. Life is a serious matter. Blind leads the blind, and you fall into the ditch. So now we all have understood, after so many millions of birth and death, now you got opportunity. Now you are here to do what you're doing. All right. That means you understood the truth. Okay. As how it has been revealed in Bhagavad Gita. And until today is chapter 11, for the 11 days that all of you are staying with me, going through the class and all this. So that shows that you have some kind of taste. Here, we are not showing any mumbo jumbo. We are not showing any magic show. We are not using any kind of word jugglery, like you juggle with words, simply speak nonsense. You just command of English. All right. So what makes a good lawyer? When he knows how to corner you with argument. Okay. Spiritual life and life is not matter of argument. It is life itself. It's fact. Okay. It's the truth. I have born into this place and I'm not happy in this place. Why I'm not happy? Because I've got this threefold of misery. All right. Adi Daivik, Adi Bautik, and Adi Daivik, Bautik, and Adi. What's another one? Adi Bautik, Adi Daivik. Okay, anyway, the English translation is suffering from the nature. Okay, now suddenly you see that we suffered a terrible hot sun.
Adi Daivik.
Adi Daivik, Adi Bautik. Another one is what, Prabhu? Adi Classic. No? Oh, yeah. Adi Daivik, Adi Bautik, and another one is what? Anyway,
it doesn't come.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, the translation is like this: we suffer from nature. Adhyatmik. Is it Adhyatmik? Adhyatmik. Adidavik. Adhyabhautik. Adidavik. Adhyatmik.
Adhyatmik.
Adhyatmik. Okay. All right. So what does that mean? There's threefold of misery, suffering is, number one, we suffer with through the nature. Okay. Recently we had a terrible hot sun, scorching heat. And after that scorching heat comes, now it's a cold season. It's been raining. I'm not sure about your place. Ipoh has been raining for past 24 hours. All right. It's been raining and raining and raining for the past 24 hours. And sooner or later, then there'll be an earthquake, volcano, there'll be a typhoon, all these kind of things that person is put into anxiety. All right. Now, if the rain means KL, if those who are in KL, you have to worry about the flood. Okay, the big flood, right? Flooding. Then second suffering is through the fellow human being. Okay, even though that we don't want to get into any trouble, but still there's people around us to create trouble for us, right? So suddenly when you go, the road bully especially, now it's becoming very rampant, the road bully, right? They just get down, they break the window, they harm, and a snatch thief, and these extremists, terrorists. So that means we are always living in fear. All right. That's why we are putting our like today I went to this one place. I saw there's a house which is only a normal terrace house, but that guy got so many cameras around the house. He got a camera in front, he got a camera at the back. So I went into his house. There's a camera in his living area. Then I said, why do you need to put too many cameras around? He said, nowadays time is so bad. All right. So we have so much of fear with fellow human being. Okay. And we have scared. And the third kind of suffering is the suffering from something that we cannot be seen, viruses. Okay. Other living entity. All right. Other living entity, especially like the viruses. And of course, we all have got a very good experience lesson during the pandemic. All right. Maybe some of you should have seen your loved ones or maybe your own relations who have died during that COVID pandemic. All right. All this while I've been only listening to news, but of course, one of the person is one of my my aunt's sister-in-law. She was in EPF, and suddenly one lady got it, and from her she got it. She died terribly. Right. And they need to make a container mortuary. They kept her. They just put her in a body bag and just simply keep that there. And you know what is the worst part? There's no place for cremation. All right. So they have to wait for almost 1-2 weeks. That means they have to make an appointment to cremate the body. It went that bad. The whole world went this. So there's another proof, right? The small living entity viruses and all these things is created. So we cannot escape from this threefold misery. Despite this place is also illusion, and this place it doesn't exist, right? Actually, it exists, but what I mean is it is like shadow. It is illusion. All right. And even this body is illusion because we are permanent person living in this temporary body. So eventually everything will start to perish. Everything is perishable, including the body. So, and despite all this, and also we are also put into a situation of these three, Adi Bautik, Adi Daimik, and Adi Daivik, Adi Bautik, Adi Atmik. Right? These three kinds of threefold misery. And we are, so what I'm trying to say is, we are all trying our best to come out from this place. Okay. Despite all these threefold miseries is there, and then these kind of jokers will come in between and start to create an ideology. God is this, God is that. No, your God is dead, my God is still alive. My God died, and after that he arose from death. You know, he lives in like a Holy Ghost. Oh no, actually you're not right. You're not right. My God is this thing. So all this kind of problem, hatred. That's another one challenges. All right, there's a challenges within that spiritual community. Then another challenges is, of course, when these jokers will come and say, I am God, you know, follow me, you know, just do some magic show, just catch something from the thin air and just start to give you some ash, right? All these kind of, so that means these kind of things people can get at. And the best part is the educated people are attracted to them. Educated people, all these so-called doctors, you know, all these engineers, big time businessmen, they get attracted to these kind of bogus people. So what we can understand from here, the material education doesn't set a benchmark that the person is intelligent. So if say, like, for instance, a person who is a doctor, that means he is intelligent in his own field. But that doesn't mean that he is intelligent as an overall person. But nowadays, it's not like that. When a person carries a DR in front, okay, they get so much of respect. And the person is all, now Kali Yuga, everyone is set. The standard benchmark is, if you're rich, you can be anything. Even you can be a rogue. You can be a thief. So once you're rich, you are great person. You are very advanced in life. So like that, there's so many challenges, right? So in this topic, we will understand. We will understand who is that real person and what is that, and how serious is this subject matter. Okay. So in the future, when you're going to encounter this kind of jokers, so you know how you're going to handle them. All right. So that's what, okay. So this universal form, it is not actually spiritual. Okay. That's why we do not worship that universal form. There's so many forms of Krishna we worship, but we do not worship the form of this universal or Vishwarupa. All right. We don't worship that form because this form is only materially motivated to convince the people in mass general in the future that when you see someone who claims themselves as God and all these things, how you should protect yourself and how you should defend yourself through that intelligence. Okay. But you, first of all, we do not even need to argue with them. We just quietly, we just walk away from that environment, which is much more better. Okay. There's so many things. All right. There's some person who can just simply put the hand into a boiling water and cook a rice, and that person has become a god. And that particular faith, it start to have that centers in every town and village. And in India, they get millions. They got huge fund. They're getting it, right? So all these things we're going to understand today. So this is a very important chapter. Chapter 11 is part of that opulence and part of that confidentiality that Krishna is going to reveal. So when Arjuna asked that question, and the one who benefits is we benefit. Okay. So with that thought, so and also today is Bhadra Purnima. On this day, we are very fortunate together. Okay, there's so many people are in the group, but only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of came for the discussion. Doesn't matter, but I could say that this is something you are very fortunate to be here. Okay. So before we start, let's offer our obeisances and our respect, our pranam to all these spiritual master and all the previous preceptor for giving us that opportunity to study and understand Bhagavad Gita in that original way. That's what Krishna wanted to teach. Okay. So let's close our eyes and just say this prayer. And in your meditation, just think about you offering a beautiful garland of rose, garland of tulasi, or garland of, sorry, not tulasi, garland of rose, garland of, what they call, lotus flower, right, to Srila Prabhupada. Just imagine, but not tulasi, eh? You cannot offer tulasi to the spiritual master, right? So let's start. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Uttapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagarjadam Shahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vidamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Stude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Jayapataka Swaminiti Namine Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayine Gaurakada Damadaya Nagara Grama Tarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasa Chadesatarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Varshabhana Videvidayitaye Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vignanadayine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryojvala Premadya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktira Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namastute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupa Nuga Viruda Pasidanta Dvanta Harine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambodhe Padambu Jayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupa Nugavarayate Gauravir Bhava Bhumestvam Nidasa Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarubhauma Sri Jagannataya Te Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubeva Cha Paditanam Pavenebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Om Namo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vashari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nastaprayesu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. That's it. All right. So Hare Krishna. So we start our session. Okay. Now, Okay. So, sorry, I just need to reply a message. Okay, so Hare Krishna. So today we're going to discuss slideshow. Okay, from the beginning. So ISKCON Malaysia proudly presents Gita Gyan, the essence of Bhagavad Gita. So today we're going to see the essence of chapter 11, the universal form. Let's take darshan from this beautiful Panchatattva, the presiding deity of in what they call in Sridham Mayapur. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. And also take this is the form of Narasinghadev. Those who have not seen Narasinghadev before, this is a form of Narasinghadev. And this is also presiding deity in Mayapur. This form of Narasinghadev, the one that you can see is only in heaven, in Indraloka. After that place, only you can see in Mayapur. This is called Ugra Narasimha. There are 11 types of Narasimha, and this is the topmost, number 11. All right, number 10 types. Okay, it's number 10, which is Ugra Narasimha. And when you look at the thing, you know, one leg is standing forward and his leg is bent, and the hand is just like ready to jump. Ready to jump for what? To protect the devotees from nations. All right. So he came in that form, in a very ghastly form, to protect Prahlad from onslaught of his father, who is a demoniac father. Similarly, we also are getting onslaught. All right. We're also seeing that so many challenges we have. So we always pray to Narasinghadev for protection. Ugram Veera Mahavishnum Jwalantam Sarvato Mukam Narasimham Bhishanam Badram Mrityur Mrityum Namami Aham. And it's a beautiful Krishna in Ardhya Gauranga. I don't know what place is this, right? The beautiful Sri Sri Radha Krishna, along with all the gopis, right? When you see all the gopis, Ashtasaki, all the 8 gopis, so they are all having so much of this thing, okay? So actually what we are aspiring is to be part of this Leela, okay? That's the topmost achievement, okay? And also this is Sri Sri Radha Krishna. I'm not sure which country is this. Okay. All right. Anyway, so today we dedicate our program to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, and also on his a special dedication to him also on the day that he was awarded sannyas. All right. He was a businessman. He was a very successful businessman. He was a pharmacist by profession. And so he had a dream. The spiritual master came and told him, now give it up and go and take sannyas. All right. So very reluctantly gave up his family, then came to this Vrindavan. And from there, Bhakti Pranyana Keshava's Maharaj, okay, who is his god brother, awarded him sannyasi on these auspicious Bhadra Purnima day. Right. So then he was given the title Bhakti Vedanta Swami. Bhakti Vedanta means he is the one who have scrutinizingly studied the Vedanta. Okay. And what is AC? He maintains his original name, Abhaya Charan. Abhaya Charan means the one who are fearless. Right. So AC Bhakti Vedanta Swami. And the title Prabhupada was given by his disciple, Govinda Dasi, when they were asking, you know, what are the titles that he can give? Vishnu Pad, Bhakti Pad, this what they call Prabhupada and all this. So they said, so suddenly she just said, can we call you Prabhupada? He said, okay. So ever since then, he was given the title and he's been called as Swami Srila Prabhupada. Okay. He's also the founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And this program is also inspired by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. He's a GBC, Governing Body Commission, and also Spiritual Master. He just left. Okay, he's in the airport now. He's taking an 8 o'clock flight. I think you should have got into the plane. So he's inspired this program. And also I would like to dedicate this program to my very dear God brother, all right, who is very dear and very close to my heart. His Grace Anadi Jagannath Prabhu of Bengaluru ISKCON Sheshadipuram. He is the creator and the brainchild of the essence of Gita program worldwide. Let's look at today's Gita Mahatmya. I share in the group. Gita Dita Chayenapi Bhakti Bhavena Chetasa Veda Sastra Puranani Tena Ditani Sarvasa. Gita Dita Chayena Pi Bhakti Bhavena Chetasa. Veda Sastra Puranani Tena Ditani Sarvasham. The study of the Vedas and the Puranas. Verily, the studies of all scriptures, okay, is completed in all respect. That means all the things that you study is considered completed, okay, by one who studies the Gita with devotion. When we start to study Bhagavad Gita with so much of devotion, it's considered that you have studied the entire Vedas, right? So let's look at today's understanding of the Bhagavad Gita. Okay, got these things. Okay, so we shall find, therefore, in this Bhagavad Gita, that the complete whole is comprised of the Supreme Controller. The complete whole means what? The complete manifestation. And remember, yesterday I was showing about the spiritual world and the material world. The whole complete thing is comprised of the Supreme Controller. The controlled living entities, the cosmic manifestation, eternal time and karma, or the activity. And all these are explained in this text. All of these taken completely from the complete whole. I mean, all these taken from the complete manifestation. And the complete whole is called the Supreme Absolute Truth. In Tamil, we call Param Porul. Okay? The complete whole and the complete absolute truth are the complete personality of Godhead Sri Krishna. All manifestations are due to his different energies. He is complete whole. What does that mean? It's also mentioned in what they call in Ishopanishad. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnamsha Purnameva Purnameva Vashishyate. What does it mean? Okay, just a understanding, just a simple understanding. You have a candle. In that candle, there's a light. All right, there's a flame. What do? You take the flame and you take another candle, you put it. You take the candle and you light the flame. So when that candle receives the flame from this candle, all right, this candle remain complete. All right, it's not that when the light from this candle given to this candle, all right, this candle has reduced in capacity. No. So this candle remain complete. At the same time, this candle will receive the lamp, the flame from this particular candle, still also remain complete. Every one of you understand this?
Yes, Prabhu.
You got it, huh? Who don't understand? Mahalakshmi, Selvaraj, you want to say something? Yes, okay. All right, so I hope everyone understand. So what is a complete whole and after giving away and remain complete, it's just like this, the candle. So this particular candle has a flame. I take this candle and light up another 10 candles. This particular candle will never lose its capacity. It still remain complete flame. At the same time, when that candle went to that means the other 10 candles were used to light up from this candle, that particular candle still remain complete flame. It also doesn't reduce in its capacity. All right, so that is Krishna. So from Krishna, everything emanates. When everything, when from Krishna, everything emanates. So Krishna will never reduce in his capacity. He still remain complete. Likewise, the thing that he created also remain complete. There's no reduction. There's no deduction. Okay. So all manifestations are due to his different energy and he's still complete whole. In the 11th chapter, the Lord is addressed as Prapitamaha. Prapitamaha. That means what? Brahma is addressed as Pitamaha. All right. Prapitamaha. Pitamaha means grandfather. All right. And a Lord will be known as Prapitamaha. That means the creator of the grandfather. Okay. So one should claim to be the proprietor. So no one should claim to be the proprietor of anything. One should accept only things set aside for him by the Lord as his quota for his maintenance. That is the first verse in Ishopanishad. Isha Vasham Idam Sarvam. All right. Everything has a quota. Okay. Anyway. So let's look at chapter 11, the universal form. So why Vishwarupa? What is the reason Vishwarupa? Virat Rupa. That means the Vishwa, okay? This Virat Rupa of the Lord was specially manifested not for the benefit of Arjuna. We must remember that. But for that unintelligent class of men, who accept anyone and everyone as an incarnation of the Lord. All right? For those people who simply accept any jokers, any Tom, Dick, and Harry to become incarnation of God. And so misled the general mass of people. For them, the indication is that one should ask the cheap incarnation to exhibit his Virat Rupa and thus be established as an incarnation. Okay? So when you see some jokers who call themselves as God, just go and humbly tell them, can you show me a Virat Rupa? All right? So that's what you should ask. Okay, it's a commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 12, chapter 1, text 24. So the universal form is a temporary manifestation. So that means this universal form is a temporary manifestation of the Lord that embodies all created things. So that is what we should understand. All right? So we're just going to recap from 1042. What he says, Atava bahunaitena kimnya tena tava Arjuna vistabhyaham idam vistabhyaham idam krishnam ekam vistyabhaham idam krishnam ekam shenastito jagat. All right, but what need is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? Krishna said, because Arjuna is asking for detailed knowledge. All right, tell me this, tell me that. He said, but what is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? He said, with a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. All right, I pervade, that means I'm everywhere, and I support this entire universe. Okay, with that, let's start chapter 11, text 1. Arjuna vacha maddanugrahaya paramam guhyam adhyatma samnitam yatvayoktam vachastena mohoyam vigato mama. Arjuna said, by hearing the instruction you have kindly given me about this most confidential spiritual subject, my illusion is now has been dispelled. So that means is Krishna saying, Arjuna is saying, so after you speak about your instruction, guhyam means, all right, mat anugrahaya, guhyam adhyatma sanyitam. Guhyam means secret, confidential. So by hearing the instruction you have kindly given me about this most confidential spiritual subject, so he says, my illusion has now been dispelled. So that means it's all that illusion of not fighting, thinking about them, my family members, my uncle, my grandfather, my teacher, what their wife going to tell about me, they're going to curse me, what's going to happen to the children will be like fatherless, all will be spoiled, and they're going to create Varna Shankara, that means they're going to create unwanted population, the whole thing's going to be ruined. All these kind of confusions Arjuna had before he start to fight, that was his excuses of not fighting. But now he's telling, is all that is illusion. He said, now my illusion has now been dispelled. 11.3. All right. So 11.3, Arjuna is saying, Evam etat yata tattvam atmanam parameshvara drashtum ichchami te rupam aishwaram purushottama. Oh, greatest of all personalities. Oh, supreme form. Though I see you here before me in your actual position. Arjuna is saying, now I'm seeing you here in actual position as you have described yourself. Okay. Now, what he's asking, I wish to see how you have entered into this cosmic manifestation. He's thinking how he entered into cosmic manifestation. That means you want to see the form of what? Can anyone tell me? So I want to see that form of yours. So which part of the form that is planning to, is asking? Can anyone tell me?
Vishwarupam.
Huh?
Vishwarupam.
No.
No.
I'm asking, in this verse, he's saying, I see before you in your actual position. Now he's seeing Krishna in his actual position. Okay. Now he's saying, I wish, that means Arjuna wished to see what? Okay, how Krishna entered into the cosmic manifestation. That means how he entered into this material.
Paramatma.
Yes, what is it called that? What is the term?
Kshirodakshaya Vishnu.
Kshirodakshai Vishnu, yes. Paramatma is part of the thing, Prabhu. Paramatma is one of the specific form that you have taken. But the general form, we call it as Kshirodakshai Vishnu. So he's asking, how is that Kshirodakshai Vishnu? How did you enter into every atom? From Garbhodakshai Vishnu, he expanded as Kshirodakshai Vishnu, and he lives in Sweta Dvip, and he entered into all the things. So he got three characteristic as Kshirodakshai Vishnu. Number one, as Paramatma. Number two, the protector, the three Murti, right? Shiva, Vishnu, Shiva, Brahma. Right? That's number two. And number three, he entered into every atom. He entered in everything. Okay? So that's what Arjuna wanted to see. How you have entered into cosmic. That means this universe we call cosmic nature. Is cosmic manifestation. Okay? Now, 11, 5 and 6. Now, what happened? Let's look at this. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Pashyame Partha Rupani Shatashota Sahasrasha Nana Vidani Divyani Nana Varna Kritini Pashyadittan Vashun Rudran Ashvinau Marutastata Bahunya Darshta Purvani Pashyarcharyani Bharata. So the Supreme Personality of God it said, my dear Arjuna, O son of Pratha, see now my opulence. I say, now see my opulence. Hundreds of thousands of varied, divine and multicolored forms. So he started to show his form. Now you see my opulence. Hundreds and thousands of varieties of divine and multicolored form. O best of Bharatas, see here the different manifestations of Aditya, Vasus, Rudras, Ashwini Kumaras, and all other demigods. Behold the many wonderful things which no one has ever seen or heard before. So that means what he says, behold. Now look at it, right? The many wonderful things which no one have ever seen and heard before. That means what Krishna is going to show now, something which has never seen, never heard before. Right? 17, chapter 11, text 7 and 8. All right? Krishna is continuing. Ekastam jagat krishnam pasyadyat sacharacharam mama dehe gudakesha yachanya drashtum ichasi natu mang shakshaye drashtum anenaiva svachakshusha divyang dadami te chakshuhu Pashya me yogam aishwaram. Say, oh Arjuna, whatever you wish to see, behold at once in the body of mine, in this body of mine. This universal form can show you whatever you now desire. All right, whatever you want to see. All right, and whatever you may want to see in the future. In other words, what we can understand, what Arjuna is seeing, Arjuna is seeing the past, Arjuna is seeing the present creation, and also Arjuna going to see what's going to happen in the future. Okay, Arjuna. Usually this kind of class of Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita was spoken under the tree in a hermitage. Yes or not? In the hermitage, in that ashram. Okay, the Guru will be sitting and we all will be with folded hands, we'll be listening. And the one who usually come for the classes are the Brahmanas and Kshatriyas. Because Vaishyas are too busy making money, too busy protecting the cow and improve their economic status. Because they are the very important people who are going to bring taxation and make sure that everyone has enough food to eat. Okay. And Sudras, they are the servants. They are very busy serving that Brahmana, serving the Kshatriya, serving the Vaishya. All right. They prepare food, they serve food, you know, all these butlers and all these things. So when all of them are so busy, right? Now, so they will never had, that means the Vaishya and Shudras never had a chance to study Vedas. Okay, now, and the Vedas are spoken and discussed in the language of Sanskrit, or any Indian language, Tamil, Malayalam, Telugu, and all these things. But what Arjuna is seeing in the future, that means Arjuna is seeing that we are discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita in YouTube, in what they call in Zoom, right? Where we are not personally connected, we are virtually connected, right? Right? And the speaker and the listeners are not from the Brahmana or the Kshatriyas. Okay. And the language that we speak, we're speaking in English. The language of barbarians. Right? Yes or not? The Vikings, they speak English. That's their language. Okay.
Yes, Prabhu.
So imagine Arjuna is seeing all this. Arjuna is seeing that we are sitting in the comfort of our home, discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And the best thing is, it is so effective that everyone has a change of heart. Everyone start to realize their constitutional position. And Krishna is seeing what? Arjuna saw the Harinam Sankirtan. Prabhupada saw the Prabhupada leaving India to go to the land of Malicha. What is Malicha means? Mala Icha. Mala means stool. Icha means enjoyer. The enjoyer of the stool, or the one who are grossly materialistic people. Went there, go to the land of Malicha and speak to who? Speak to the drug addicts, worst kind of human, the hippies. And from there, he created a worldwide Hare Krishna movement, presenting the Vedas as it is without any compromise. He never created any of the book. Prabhupada have written so many books like Srimad Bhagavatam, 18,000 verses, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, 80 books. Just Srimad Bhagavatam, you're going to read one verse a day. It's going to take you 50 years to finish that Srimad Bhagavatam. Imagine in a very short period of 11 years, he could do it. Travel around the world. Created 108 temples. Initiated more than 3,000 people. Teach them the highest value and highest principle or highest discipline in human life. Right? So with all that, then he came. And he never compromised. He never compromised. He never said, okay, you are Americans, you cannot follow the Indians. No. He said, ladies must be in sari. Men must be in kurta and dhoti. He didn't recommend ladies in Punjabi suit, right? Ladies in sari. Okay. And everybody have to wake up early in the morning for Mangalarti. Right? You have to bathe 3 times a day. Can you imagine? For Westerners, bathing is almost impossible. At least they bathe once a day itself. Is something which is very rare. But he said, bathe 3 times a day. You bathe after going to the toilet. You cook without even tasting. You cook with full meditation. And you offer the food to Krishna. Then you take the remnants. You study the Shastras. And the best part, live a simple life. Simple living, higher thinking. Which is not possible in America and all the Western countries. When all the sense gratifications are very easily available. So imagine. So that means, later I'm going to show it to you. That means these are the visions that what you're going to see. And he saw until the end of this thing. So therefore, so he says, moving. So he says, the universe, you can show you whatever you desire to see. And whatever you may want to see in the future. What's the future going to look like? Everything, moving and non-moving, is here completely. That means everything completely. It is not, he's going to get a partial view. Completely going to see in one place here. Then after that, Krishna continued. Okay, Anena sva chakshusha divyam dadami te shakshu pashyame yogam aishwaram. He said, but you cannot see me with your present eyes. You cannot see with your present eyes. Right? All right. Why? You will learn later. You cannot see with your present eyes. Therefore, I give you the divine eyes. Now I give you the divine eyes. Behold my mystic opulence. Then tongue, he gave him the divine eyes. Okay. When he saw that, now Arjuna start to speak. He's having a goosebump, right? Just think about it. Arjuna start to speak. Aneka vaktram nayanam. Aneka bhuta darshanam. Aneka means varieties. In Malay also we call Aneka clinic. Aneka clinic, variety. Variety, right? Aneka vaktra nayanam. Anekadbhuta darshanam. What we can understand? Anekadbhuta darshanam. That means varieties of sighting, darshanam. And okay, again, I shouldn't get it. Okay. Aneka vaktra nayanam, aneka adbhuta darshanam, aneka divya baranam, divya neko dyaita yudam, divya malyambara daram, divya gandanulepanam, sarvascharya mayang devam, anantam vishvato mukam. Aneka vaktra nayanam, aneka adbhuta darshanam, aneka divya baranam, divya neko dyatayudam, divya malyambara darang, divya gandanulepanam, sarvascharya mayang devam, anandam vishvato mukam. Arjuna saw in that universal form unlimited mouths. Because there's so many humans, there's so many mouths. So unlimited mouths, unlimited eyes, unlimited wonderful vision. The form was decorated with many celestial ornaments. Okay, ornaments, and bore many divine upraised weapon. All that form, all divine ornaments, so beautiful, all gold and diamond, right? And all many upraised weapon. He wore celestial garland and garments. All right. So he was wearing so beautiful celestial garland, right? Male, and beautiful garment. And many divine scents were smeared over his body. There's so many smells, fragrance smeared on his body. All was wondrous, brilliant, unlimited, and all expanding. So, Vishvato Mukam, Anandam Vishvato Mukam. I mean, it is divine, it's so beautiful. Then he continues, 12 and 13. Divi Surya Sahasrasya. What is Sahasra means? Can anyone tell me?
Thousands.
Yes, very good. Very good. Sahasra means 1,000, right? Divi Surya Sahasra means what we can. Surya Sahasra means thousands of suns. Okay. Divi Suryasya Sahasrasya Bhavet Yuga Pat Uttita Yadi Basa Dirshi Sashat Basas Tasya Mahatmana Tatrikastang Jagat Krishnam Pravibhaktam Anekada Apasya Deva Devasya Sharire Pandavastada. If hundreds of thousands of sun were to rise at this, right at, okay, if hundreds of thousands of suns, okay, even one sun itself we cannot tahan, but you're talking about hundreds and thousands of suns were to rise at once into the sky. If once rise into the sky, their radiance might resemble the effulgence of the Supreme Person in that universal form. Now you understand? People say, I want to see God. Can you show me God? I said, do you have the eye to see God or not? You can't even stare at one sun. One sun you look at, after that you just close your eyes, everything become black. But what did Krishna say? What Arjuna is saying that after he got the divine eyes, he start to see. He start to have a direct experience, the real form of God. If what happened if 1,000 suns were raised at the same time, that resembles the effulgence of the Supreme Person. Okay. At that time, Arjuna could see the universal form of the Lord, the unlimited expansion. He started so many expansion, unlimited, of the universe situated in one place, although divided into many, many thousands. I mean, now you start to see that you could see the universal form of the Lord in unlimited expansion. All right. Okay. Unlimited expansion of the universe situated in one place. That means he's sitting in one place. You start to see so many universes spreading. Like how? Karanakshay Vishnu, you know that all the bubbles are coming out. You start to see many millions and varieties of universes, although sitting in one place. Because you're sitting in one place, you start to, from the bubbles will start to come out from the body. You all understand? You all get me?
Yes, Prabhu.
Very good. That's why I was explaining, I was paying attention to yesterday's 2 days, the thing. All right. Now 11:15. Okay. Then he says, Arjuna Vacha, sorry for this thing all run ready. Pashyami devang stava deva dehe sarvang tata bhuta vishesha sangan brahmanam isham kamalasanastam rishim cha sarvan uragangsta divyam. Arjuna said, my dear Krishna, I see assemble in your body all the demigods and various living entities. That means you start to see in that universe, you see varieties of demigods, devatas. right? 33 million of them. I see everything. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower, as well as Lord Shiva and all the sages in divine serpent. So that means what? Well, after he started to create the universe, he entered into every universe. From there, what they call? What happened? From his divine, from his navel, created who? Created the Brahma. Okay. And after that, the divine Yoga Maya will come and approach Lord Shiva, Lord Krishna. Okay. So when he come and approach Lord Krishna for instruction, so when he sees, it was so bright, right? When he sees, when Lord Narayana will be looking at what they call, looking at this what do you call, Yoga Maya, there'll be a shadow at the back, and that shadow became Lord Shiva, and the shadow of Yoga Maya becomes Mahamaya, the Maya that we are living, the illusion. Okay, it's another long story. Okay, it's also called as Durga. So that Shiva will marry that shadow, Durga. Okay, so like that. Then all that scenes that he starts to see. Okay, as well as Lord Shiva and all the sages and divine serpents. 23. Rupam Mahate Bahuvaktra Netram. Yes, Prabhu. Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu. You want to say something? Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu, you raised your hand. Is it accidental?
You read verse 20 and explain, Prabhu,
Verse 20.
and explain that.
Oh, we got a 20 here.
You are 23 already, Prabhu.
Yeah, of course, we are jumping word. It's supposed to be Gita again, right?
But yeah, if you could read the verse 20, Prabhu.
Verse 20. Okay. 11:20, yeah?
Yeah, Prabhu.
Vayo prativ idam antaram hi vyatam tvaikena dishascha sarva drisvat bhutam rupam ugram tavedang loka trayang pravyatitam mahatman. Although you are one, you spread throughout the sky and the planets and all the space between. O great one, seeing these wondrous and terrible form, all the planetary system are perturbed. Is that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so
What's the space between, Prabhu?
oh, okay. So he's saying that you spread throughout the sky and the planet.
Yeah.
Okay, you spread throughout the sky and the planets and all the space in between. Okay, that means that's why the sky and the planet and the space, the distance between. Okay,
Okay.
so that means we are talking about the sky, the spiritual sky, and okay, you spread throughout the sky and the planets. So you spread everywhere. That means, in other words, just like, okay, like this, you spread to the sky and the earth and space in between. That means it's completely covering everything.
Yeah.
Got it, Prabhu?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you for the question. All right. now see what happened. Now Arjuna start to have fear. Arjuna start to feel anxiety. Arjuna start to feel a kind of perturbed. He feel disturbed. All right. And now see how he chant the mantra. If you really study Bhagavad Gita in detail, the verses that verse that you see, the flow, it is beautiful and dramatic. 23. Rupang mahate bahuvaktra netrang mahabaho bahubahu rupadam bahudarang bahudangstrakaralang drishtva loka pravatitas tataham. Oh, mighty armed one, all the planets with the demigods. I mean, all the planets with their demigods. That means there's a 33 million planets, and they are this thing like Surya, Chandra, and all these things. They have all their presiding demigods of each planet are disturbed at seeing your great form. When all the things they become so disturbed. Why? With its many faces, eyes, arms, thighs, legs, and bellies, and your many terrible teeth. And as they are disturbed, so am I. So what Krishna says, Because Arjuna is seeing everything. He start to see all the terrible form. All the beautiful form came, right? So now they are coming they're coming in sequence, right? Now the terrible form start to appear. When that form happened, he said all the devas in all the planets, they look shaken. Say, oh my God, what is this form? Even one form of Narsingadev, nobody could tolerate. One Narsingadev form, no one could tolerate. Even Mother Mahalakshmi also left. No one could pacify him. Imagine here, thousands of gory, ugly, terrible, horrible, ghastly form. See, all the things start to shake. And Arjuna is saying, everyone is so afraid. All the devatas are so disturbed. So what are the things that he saw? With his many faces, eyes, arms, thighs, legs, bellies. And the terrible thing. And he says, everyone looks disturbed. So am I. Even I am disturbed. 24. Nabas prashang diptam aneka varnam vyata. Nabas prashang diptam aneka varnam vyata tanang dipta vishala netram. Drishtva hi tvang pravyati tantaratma. Ritim na vindami shamang cha Vishnu. He's looking up there. He was so worried. He was shaking. He was all referenced. So, wow. That wow is by fear. Can you just see the photo here? Arjuna, Krishna is sitting here. And the universal form, all the terrible. And look at Arjuna looking up. Nabas prisham diptam aneka varnam vyata tanam dipta vishala netram. Drishtva hi tvang pravati tantaratma dhritim na vindami shamang cha Vishnu. Oh, all-pervading Vishnu. Seeing you with many radiant colors, touching the sky. Your gaping mouth, the gaping mouth, open. And your great glowing eyes, the eyes is glowing. My mind is perturbed by fear. I am start to feel scared. My mind is disturbed, perturbed, overcome by fear. I can no longer maintain my steadiness or equilibrium of mind. Formerly in chapter 1, he says, I couldn't stand my mind is perturbed and I couldn't maintain my steadiness and I have no equilibrium of mind. Do you all remember that? Do you remember that?
Prabhu.
Yes,
Yeah,
good.
I remember.
So why? Why he was there? Because he was so shaken, thinking of killing his own kinsman. All right? He was so sad, frustrated. But here, he is in fear. Body starts shivering. Like that, no? I cannot maintain my steadiness. Oh, what is this form? So terrible. Okay. So now, let's look at 26 and 27. Now, it's a shocking thing. Ami chatvang Dhritarashtrasya putraha sarve sahaiva vanipala sangai Bhishmo drona sutta putrastatasau sahas madhiyair api yoda mukai vaktrani te tvaramana vishanti dangstra karalani bhayanakani Kechit vilakni dashanantareshu sadrishyante churnitair uttamangai. Now you start to see the terrible sight. All the sons of Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana, Karna, along with the allied kings, Duryodhana, Karna, all the people, including Bhishma, the person that he doesn't want to kill, Bhishma, the grandfather Bhishma, Drona, Karna. At the same time, not only them, and our chief soldiers, even his side of the army, the people that are standing behind him to fight for him, even his own soldiers, the chief, are rushing into your fearful mouth, all rushing into the mouth. right? The mouth of death. And some I see trapped with head smashed between your teeth. What does that mean? He was showing us such a gory gaping, eyes are so like so much angry, and all that soldiers, everything start to go, He's chewing them, he's killing them, gory, horrible sight. Imagine the blood are smeared, all are coming, and he saw their head burst into pieces and trapped between your teeth, in between the teeth. Everything smashed. All were eaten. All were destroyed in such a terrible form. And 51, no? 51, sorry, 31. Now see what? Now Arjuna is saying, Akyahi meko bhavan ugra rupo namostu te deva vara prasida vinyatum ichchami bhavantum adyam nahi prajanami tava pravirtim. Now you see ugra rupa. Akyahi meko bhavan ugra rupa. Ugra means really angry, fierce form. That's why I call Ugra Narshinga, fierce Narshinga. Rupa means look. Namostute, I am worshipping you. Namostute Deva Vara Prasida. Right? Oh Lord of the Lords, so fierce of form. It's so fierce. Please tell me who you are. Right? I offer my obeisances unto you. Namostute Deva Varada Prasida. I offer my obeisances unto you. Please be gracious to me. You are the primal Lord. I want to know about you, for I do not know what your mission is. Before that, he was listening. Yes, Krishna, you are the Supreme Lord. Yes, I heard from Narada. I heard from Asita. I heard from Devala. I heard from Vyasa. Oh, these, and now you're telling me like that. But now, when you start to show the form, Arjuna became so bewildered. He started to have so much of fear. Hey, yarla neene? Who are you? You know, when he started to show the color, oh, the Lord of the Lord. Oh, the fierce form. We have never seen such a form in Krishna. So fierce. Now he's asking, please tell me who you are. I offer my obeisances unto you. Please be gracious. Please be gracious to me, because in so much of fear. And he says, you are the primal Lord. I want to know you. I really want to know you. For I do not know what is your mission. What is that mission that you come to create? All right. So we take a short break, 2 minutes. Then we continue. Hare Krishna. All right. Now it's 11:36. Just take a 2-3 minutes break. All right. Because now we're going to come to that exciting part of it. All right. Just take a short break and we meet again. All right. So what he says, oh Lord, so fierce of form, please tell me who you are. Okay. Now he's saying prayers out of fear. 11:32. Now Krishna says, imagine Krishna there saying, Shri Bhagavan Vacha Kaloshmi Lokashaya Krit Pravirdo Lokan Sama. Okay. Lokan Sama Hartum Iha Pravirta Ritepi Tvangna Bhavishyanti Sarve Ye Vastita Pratyanikeshu Yodaha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, time I am. Time, Kala. Kalos me. I am the time. Loka Shaya Krit Pravirdo. That means the great destroyer of the world. Time I am the great destroyer of the worlds, and I have come here to destroy all people. I came to destroy everyone, with the exception of you, O Pandavas. With the exception of you, the Pandavas. All the soldiers here on both sides will be slain. both sides will be gone, will be killed, slain. So he says, I am the time. Right? In sometimes Tamil also we say, Kalam Badur Solum. No, time will come, time will answer everything. So Krishna says, I am the time. So whenever you look at the watch, you remember that is Krishna. We are also on the path of destruction. The day that we born, where are we going? Where is our journey? Right? Our journey, every year we celebrate birthday, right? All these things, happy birthday and all these things, right? But is that really? It is just like
No,
you are nearing
we are
every year.
going towards death.
Yes. So death means destruction. So time
Yes,
will
Prabhu.
destroy us. Right? Now, maybe another 50 years down the road, or maybe 100 years down the road, it is guaranteed none of us going to exist. All right? None of us
True.
going to exist in 100 years down the road. All of us going to die. So, Kalosmi. So, when Krishna says, I am time, so we should always must be thinking about how to manage the time. Okay? We cannot go on working so hard. I'm not discouraging that. But I am saying, give at least 2 hours of your life for Krishna. You have 24 hours. Let that 22 hours you work or do whatever you want to do to satisfy your senses, your urges, your commitment, right? Your responsibility. Just do it. No harm. But what I'm saying is just give 2 hours of that precious 24 hours given to you on a daily basis. Utilize it fully and completely in chanting the holy name of the Lord and also to read Bhagavad Gita. Never compromise that. You can even say that, oh, I have no time, oh, today I'm too busy, I couldn't do this. Oh, just sacrifice 2 hours of your sleep. It is worth it. Because you know why? That's why Carlos means we are on the way of destruction. We are getting destroyed. We are on our path. Right? So all the soldiers in both sides will be slain. And 33. So Arjuna, Krishna is continuing. Tasmat tvang uttisto yasho labasva jitva shatrun bhungshva rajyang samardam mayai vaite nihata purvam eva nimitta matrang bhava savyasachin. Therefore get up, prepare to fight and win glory. Because Arjuna doesn't want to do that. So now Krishna is giving instruction straight to the point in full conviction with full authoritarian. Saying, therefore get up, prepare to fight and win glory. Conquer your enemies and enjoy flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement. And you, Sabyasachi, can be put an instrument in the fight. So Krishna says, get up and fight. Conquer them and enjoy the kingdom because they have already put to death. That means by Krishna's arrangement, all of them are on the destiny to die. They're all going to die. All right. So, but you think you are the doer? Because Krishna says, Arjuna was telling, I am the doer. All right. I am the doer. I'm going to kill them. I'm going to create Varna Shankara. I'm going to create unwanted things. A lot of ladies will become widow. The children will be childless. There's going to be a destruction in the tradition, destruction of family, this thing, blah, 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 blah. He was telling, actually, you are the instrument. Now, Krishna is revealing the secret because that's what Arjuna asked, right? Arjuna asked, who are you? Why? Okay, what? Okay. I want to know you, for I do not know what is your mission. So now Arjuna is asking, actually, what is your mission? And now he's telling his mission statement. I am putting everyone to death and you are only an instrument because all these people are creating trouble. Right? You are just my instrument. Don't think you are doing. Just like the bow and the arrow. The arrow cannot lament, oh, my sharp hate going to pierce someone's heart and kill them. He's helpless. Right? The bow cannot say, oh, I am the one who instigate the death of that person by shooting you. No, both of them in the hands of a person who are shooting. And the one who are responsible is the one who's shooting it. The bow cannot lament and the arrow also cannot lament, oh, because of me. No. Right? So he says, you are just an instrument. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, you are instrument. Karuvi. Neen uru karuvi. You are an instrument. That means you are the instrument of me. Because I've already put them to death. So you just complete the process of killing them. That's all. Right? Then 41 and 42. Okay. So Arjuna. Okay. Now, after listening to this 33, of course, we jump. Of course, why we are jumping? All right, like I think Sri Mataji was just newly joining. I would like to tell you, we are just doing the essence of Bhagavad Gita. After going through this, you are required to study that Bhagavad Gita. I'm just showing the points here and there. All right. So you are jumping to 41 and 42. Now Arjuna is speaking. How? After listening to all these things, Arjuna is trembling. Arjuna is so much of fear and so much of guilt or so much of awe and reverence. What did it say? Saketi matva prasabang yaruktang. Hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Saketi. Ajanata mahimanang tavedang. Maya pramadat pranayena vapi. Yachavaha sartang asat kritosi. Vihara shayyasana bhojaneshu. Sayana, sleeping together, bhojaneshu, eating. Eko tavapyuchut. Eko tavapyachutas tat samakshang. Tatshamaye twang ahang aprameyam. Now, Arjuna is saying this prayer. He's praying. What he says? Thinking of you as my friend, because both are very close friends, cousins. Thinking of you as my friend, I have rashly addressed, oh, you Krishna, addressed you, oh Krishna, oh Yadava, oh my friend, not knowing your glories. Please forgive me whatever I may have done in madness or in love. I have dishonored you many times, right? Sometimes the childhood time, they fight, they play. When he says something, you don't listen, all right? He has dishonored you many times. Jesting as we relaxed. Lay on the same bed and sat or ate together, all right? Sometimes alone and sometimes in front of many friends. Oh, infallible one, please excuse me for all those offenses. Please forgive me. Arjuna is praying because he starts to realize that Krishna in front is not an ordinary personality. 45. So now, Adrishta Purvang Rishite Adrishta Purvang Rishite Sumi Dristva Bayena Cha Pravyatitang Manomi Tadeva Me Darshaya Deva Rupang Prasida Devesha Jagannivas. After seeing this universal form, which I have never seen before, I am gladdened. I'm happy. I'm glad. But at the same time, my mind is disturbed. Bayena, bayam. Bayam means fear. Bayena. I'm disturbed by fear. My mind is disturbed by fear. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me. Please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as the personality of Godhead. O Lord of the Lords, O abode of the universe. So now Arjuna is saying, I cannot take this form anymore. I'm in so much of fear. Can you come back to your original form? I don't want to see all this. Okay. Then, all right. Now let's look at this. So what he did, number one, from that universal ghastly form, he came into the four-handed form of Krishna. Then from there, he came into two-handed form. Yes, someone is right. So from the four-handed form of Krishna, from there he came to two-handed form of Krishna. Okay, for four-handed, he came to the two-handed form of Krishna. So when Arjuna thus saw Krishna in his original form, he said, "Oh Janardana, seeing this human-like form, so very beautiful, I am now composed in mind and I am restored to my original nature." So that means he's back to his original nature. 51. 54. All right. So now let's see. Krishna is saying, Bhaktya tvananyaya sakya. Okay. Bhaktya tvananya sakya. Ahang evam vidorjuna. Nyatum drashtum cha tatvena. Praveshtum cha parantapa. My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service. What? Undivided. That means what? Once you make a decision to serve Krishna, that's it. That is the decision that you're going to keep till the last. That you're going to keep birth after birth. It is not sometimes you do it and suddenly you don't have the mood. Suddenly, and sometimes you just think, is it true what I'm doing this? Is it correct? Is it okay for me to become a vegetarian? When I see everyone is having good fun, is it okay? I see a devotee person who is not even a devotee is having a good life, and I as a devotee, I'm struggling, so all these kind of doubts. So all these kind of doubts will arise. So what is this? Only by undivided devotional service. I mean, once we make a decision, yes, Krishna, I'm yours. Surrender. I'm yours, Krishna. I'm yours. When we fully surrender. All right. So in that devotional service, can I be understood as I am? How? By undivided devotional service. What happens? Some people simply like to teach, but they don't understand they don't get all this. So only through the undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am, standing before you, and can thus be seen directly. All right. Before you, and can thus be seen directly. That means what Krishna is saying, if you all wanted to see Krishna, we have to practice this undivided devotional service. So we can see Krishna directly. And after that, he continues, only in this way can you enter into the mysteries of my understanding. So to understand Krishna is very mysterious. I tell you, there's so many books, right? Now I'm studying this book of the Goswamis, like Bhakti Vinod Thakur. The depth, it is just keep going and going and going and going, right? It looks like there's no end to it. And it's very mysterious. Okay. So only in this way you can enter into the mystery of my understanding. Krishna says that. 55. Mat karma krinmat paramo mat bhakta sangha varjita nirvaira sarva bhutesu yasa mam eti pandava. My dear Arjuna, he who engages in my pure devotional service, free from contamination of fruitive activities. That means the person who are freed from fruitive activities, expecting some result, fruitive result. Okay. And Krishna says that is contamination. That's why from the day one, Krishna says, give up all the result of the fruits and surrender to me. But you cannot maintain yourself even without working. So the result of that also offer it to me. So that means you are 100% depending on Krishna, right? Even though that says like your example, you're selling insurance, you get your commission, right? So if you think I am the doer, you get entangled. But this is Krishna, you are addressing this person, I'm selling this insurance to him, and I'm making some money and offering to Krishna, offering the fruits to Krishna. That means the activities. So that means you're not entangled to that activity. So that means free from contamination. That means attachment to the fruit is contamination. Okay. And mental speculation. Do not need to speculate that is Krishna, this is Krishna. Right? Oh, I know this way of worship. I heard someone was telling like this. No need. Krishna is giving a direct instruction in Bhagavad Gita. Take it. Why we need to beat around the bush? Huh? Why we need to sit in like a panchayat or sit in like a patti mandram? Oh, Krishna, I think no need to think all that. That's why in something that Prabhupada really trained that disciples and all those who are giving class preachers. That's one thing that they all must remember. We do not use the word I think or in my opinion. That means a person is not in the position of giving opinion or say what he thinks. That is speculation. When we speak, we do not speculate. That's very something that all the devotees, especially in ISKCON, are practicing. Do not speculate. Right? So that means from mental speculation, he who works for me, now look at this, he who works for me and who makes me the supreme goal of his life and who is friendly to every living being, he certainly comes to me. So that means how he can work for Krishna? Maybe you can start distributing Bhagavad Gita. All right, maybe you can encourage. Okay, next class I'm planning. All right, And also I'm planning to start this class on Ishopanishad, 18 verses. Okay, +1, the introduction. So only 19 classes. All right. So I'm planning to create this kind of series of classes. Then slowly we can also go into this, the classes on this, what they call nectar of instruction, Upadesha Amrita. Okay. So when this kind of classes happening, you go and encourage your friends and families to come and join. All of you are invited by someone, not all of you didn't come by yourself. Like that, be the person who go and encourage. Okay. I thought of not doing the classes on October because it's month of Deepavali. But if at all, if you can arrange 20 people to come for the classes, I don't mind doing it. Okay, because this is more important than celebrating Deepavali in my own perspective. Okay, because to transform a person to be a human, to understand his constitutional position, for him to remember that who is he and what is his mission, that is more important than celebrating Deepavali. Because this is more exciting for me. Okay, so that is what you can do. Work for him, work for Krishna. Encourage many people to come for the classes, come for the session and get transformed. Okay, so okay, then works for me, who makes me the supreme goal of his life. That means our goal is to go back to Krishna. That's it. And who is friendly to every living being. These are the people who will be very friendly to everyone. So Krishna says, he certainly comes to me. All right. So now let's look at how many times does Krishna showed his Virat Rupa, or in Tamil we call it Vishwa Rupa. How many times? Number one, the first Vishwa Rupa is seen when Krishna was a baby, seen by Mother Yashoda, when Krishna's childhood pastime. After drinking milk, Krishna yawned. And Mother Yashoda saw his mouth, the whole sky, the higher planetary system, and the earth and luminaries in all direction. The sun, the moon, fire, air, seas, island, mountains, rivers, forests, and all kind of living entities moving and non-moving. You see, what? Can you imagine suddenly a child open the mouth, you see everything inside the mouth, right? That's the first. The second universal form also seen by Mother Yashoda. When Krishna's childhood pastime, when he started to eat mud. He was so angry, when they sing, and he started to eat mud. He started to eat the mud. And Balaram went and complained to the mother, hey, Krishna is, complained to Mother Yashoda. That Krishna is. So, see, imagine when our child start to eat mud, take the mud and start to eat, what we do, we immediately start to open and want to take out the mud out from the mouth, right? So, Mother Yashoda says, Krishna, show your mouth. And what she saw, all moving and non-moving entities, outer space and all direction, along with mountains, islands, ocean, surface of the earth, the blowing wind, fire, moon, and the stars. You can see in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 8, Text 37 and 39. The third one, okay, what is they call Udyoga Parva. That means seen by the third time when during that in that assembly of this Kuru, when they were negotiating peace, all right, when they're negotiating. At the time, Duryodhana was so angry he wanted to kill Krishna. See what happened. So seen by Bhishma, Drona, Karna, Vidura, Sanjaya, and Dhritarashtra, all of them. When peace talks in Kaurava court after 13 years of exile, they come back, they're having a peace talk. So Duryodhana wants to capture and imprison Krishna because he wants to catch Krishna and put to prison. So what was seen? Krishna manifests innumerable arms, each with weapon and glowed with blinding lights. In fact, his entire form looked like an erupting volcano, and from his lightning-like body and vast array of demigods issued forth, including Brahma Brahma on his eyebrow and Shiva on his breast. Indeed, his form displayed the essence of all entities, both great and small. Fire emanated from his mouth and from the pores of his skin. So he appeared like rays of sun. This is what happened, you see, in Mahabharata. Okay. And the fourth universal form that's seen by Arjuna, Sanjaya, demigods and sages from other planets. So in this form, who have saw? First Arjuna saw, then second Sanjaya, because Sanjaya is reporting to Dhritarashtra, and the demigods. Remember, all the demigods in the planets were shaken. All the sages and demigods see bewildered, they are seeing. So all they have seen. Just before the start of the war, because Arjuna requests for the universal form, what I was seen? Expanding mouth, expanding mouth, arms, legs, divine ornament. Oh, that's a spelling mistake. Okay, divine ornaments, celestial garlands, expanding universe, blazing mouth, Brahma, Shiva, demigods, and all participants of war except Pandava, rushing towards the mouth and getting crushed between the teeth. And the fifth universal form that later Krishna showed was to sage Uttanka. After the war, Krishna returning to Dwarka met the sage and informed about the war. So the sage was angered. Krishna didn't stop the war. He's telling, why didn't stop the war? And threatened to curse Krishna. He wanted to curse Krishna. So then Krishna showed. So what was seen? Krishna manifest. He saw the same vision that Krishna had previously shown to Arjuna. Expanding mouth, arms, legs, divine ornaments, celestial garlands, expanding universe, and so. All these things, what we have seen, he showed back to the same sage. In Mahabharata, Ashwamedha Parva, Canto 14, chapter 54, text 4. So it's okay, the fifth universal form. And the sixth universal form, he again showed the universal form the sixth time. Who? Seen by Bali Maharaj, okay, Sukracharya and others. When the Lord took the Vamana avatar. The Vamana avatar is what they call, the Malayalis celebrate as Onam Pandige, Onam. So the place where Vaman avatar that sought 3 feet land from Bali Maharaj. He asked for 3 feet of land. Right? So Vamana first expanded, then after Bali says, hey, only asking for 3, okay, take it. So what happened? Vamanadev expanded himself huge, all right, to the universal form and then reduced himself to the original Vamana Rupa. Thus, he acted exactly like Lord Krishna, who at the request of Arjuna first showed his universal form and later resumed his original form as Krishna. He showed the big one, then he showed the small one, right? And the seventh universal form. Who saw the seventh universal form? All right, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, we can see it is seen by Sri Advaita Acharya. When Lord took Chaitanya Mahaprabhu avatar 500 years back, so Advaita Acharya requested Mahaprabhu to display the universal form shown to Arjuna. So Advaita says, since you are Krishna, can you show the form that Arjuna saw? He showed it for the 7th time. Right? So 1136, Arjuna said, O master of the senses, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your name, and thus everyone becomes attached to you. So in chapter 1136, it's mentioned what Arjuna saw in the future. Right? What he saw? Arjuna said, oh, master of the senses, Rishikesha, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your name. Everybody seems to be joyful hearing your name, and thus everyone becomes attached to you. All will be dancing and singing on the street is something that we have seen in that universal form. All right? So today is Srimad Bhagavatam day. Okay. If you like to own a Bhagavatam, you can purchase a set of Bhagavatam in English or Tamil. The price is, of course, is much more cheaper than you buy it from the temple. And other than that, right? So all these stories are basically from Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. So take the RDC formula. I forgot to add that slide. RDC formula, read, distribute, chant. All right. And of course, we're having a package, 50 ringgit. We're going to give you one set of Bhagavad Gita, one set of Japamala, chanting back and beats, and the small Damodara card, because the Damodara mass will going to start soon. All right. So all these things for 50 ringgit. And of course, today we have a devotee, Arul Prabhu, have donated 100 ringgit for this distribution. If any one of you can't afford it and wants to own a set, please do not hesitate. Please do not feel shy. All right. Please do not feel shy or feel hesitate. You can just personally message me. I will send you the set for free of charge because it's been donated. All right. So with that, all right. So with that, let's open for questions. Oh, Hare Krishna, Arisi Mataji, you are here. Oh, Prahlad Prabhu, Hare Krishna from Tobago. Okay. So is there any questions, any comment, or any takeaway? All good?
All good, Prabhu.
How come today you're so quiet, Sri Ram?
Now I don't know, Prabhu. Nowadays I feel like I want to
Maybe
protest.
you feel more satisfied within your heart.
Yeah, I listen. I just became like, oh my God, like I want to know more. So that's why I already
You feel
become like
satisfied.
like,
Yeah.
like Ganesha. He always wants to listen to people, right? So I'm starting to be like that now.
Don't think you want to be like Ganesha. You are coming into listening mode.
Yeah.
Okay, Vaishnava Krishna Prabhu. Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhu. You've raised your hand.
It means that Gita Gyan must not study all the verses, Prabhu.
No, Gita Gyan means it is a essence of Bhagavad Gita. whereby we only take that one or two important, around say like around 20 slides, 20 important verses, roughly, and we discuss. Okay, so the idea is for you to be, to look forward to be what they call to be very excited about that subject, about that chapter, and you read that chapter.
But the other
Okay.
chapter, Prabhu?
Huh?
The other chapter, other verses?
No, that's why we pick and choose so that you are expected to go and read.
Okay, okay.
Because when you look at chapter 2 is 70 over verses, chapter 18 is 70 over verses.
Yeah, yeah. Very
So we're going to discuss all that verses, 70 over verses. I think one chapter we're going to take at least 2 weeks. So the idea about Gita Gyan is that we will give you that summary or that essence, that the points, and we speak on that point,
yeah.
right? So that you will be inspired to go and read. Please do understand that Gita Gyan is not that complete Gita program.
Yeah.
It is just the essence of the Gita, essence of every chapter. Remember, Prabhu, Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu, when you asked a question about on I think your previous class, you asked a question. There's some what do you call? In the purport, remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember, Prabhu? You read a purport and you see what does it mean by this?
Yeah.
That is what our goal. That is what our goal. Our goal is you go through that chapter. If you don't understand, you come out with the purport. That means I was so convinced that Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu, another one is C.S. Tan, right? C.S. Tan, C.S. Prabhu, the Chinese devotee.
Yeah.
I start to feel that, yes, these both devotees are actually studying the Bhagavad Gita. You're studying the purport. That is the goal.
But I think, Prabhu, if we can read all the verses and explain, that will be great, Prabhu.
Imagine, Prabhu, our Bhagavatam class. See what's happening. R.C. Mataji always lamenting. Right? The R.C. Mataji is here.
Yeah.
She's saying, my God, for the 2 years, we are still sitting in Canto 1.
They go away of different topics, Prabhu. Like
Huh?
move on, hours and all that. So get very distracted, Prabhu.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Kambaramayana. And I
You mean
never-
the Srimad Bhagavatam?
so now I know for sure Kambaramayana was Arangetram was in Madurai Meenakshi temple.
Oh, is it? Anyway, I'll update them on this, right? And of course, after this, I also would like to go into studies of Ishopanishad, right? So, by this subject, when we discuss this subject, okay, you have until tomorrow morning. You can just go through that Bhagavad Gita and you start read it. All right. When you read, just think about what we have discussed here. So with that thinking, your reading can be more intensified. You understand things better. Okay, Prabhu?
Yeah.
Imagine if you're going to do 700 verses, roughly when you can do something like around 20 verses a day, it's going to take 35 days, everyday class. Anyway, with your blessings, let's see.
I attended
Let's see.
one in Chennai. It took 1 year, Prabhu.
Just 1 year, exactly. No, because we are going on a mass production, right? The previous class we had something like 20-30 people. Now in this class we have something like around 20-30 people are still attending and also listening the recording. So the next class, Shanti Ram Das, she was telling she wanted another class because she just came halfway. All right. Look at that. This is wonderful transformation. Kalaivani said, Prabhu, every day I chant 5 mala. Today I chant 9 mala. Ready? Before sleep, I will chant. Hope can finish 16 mala today. Very good. See, we are not rushing towards how many mala we do. Okay, of course, the goal is 16. All right, fair enough. The goal is 16. So when we chant Hare Krishna, we must remember you are chanting the holy name of Krishna, where he invested everything inside there. Krishna is all beautiful. Rama is the reservoir of pleasure. Abhiram is so much of pleasure. We as a human being, we are always looking for that, right? Whenever we make some money, we want to go for holiday. Where do we like to go for holiday? We like to go to Switzerland. We like to go to Kashmir and all these kind of places. Why? Or even like in Malaysia, we like to go to Kundasang, Sabah. Why we like to go to the Cameron Highland? Why we like to go to this kind of place? Because the place is beautiful. Human beings like to see beautiful things. And when they go there, they want to have pleasure. They bring the family and everything. They're having pleasure. So now we are looking for a person who are supremely beautiful and who has the reservoir like a big dam, reservoir of pleasure, got so much of pleasure to give it away. And we are calling upon that person. And how we call upon that person? We call upon through the Hare. Hare means who? The Radharani, the Ladini Shakti, the internal potency. Right? We are begging the internal potency. Yes, you want? Willing to give you. Like yesterday, I showed you the, right? If those who have not seen, you have watch that video. You know how quickly the chanting of this from nowhere, it can go to Radharani and come back to you at a very quick thing, right? So how we should chant? When we take the beats, our goal is not to finish the 16 rounds. That is the intention, but not the goal. The intention is, yes, I have to do my 16 rounds. But my goal today, right? Example, who's asked? Kalivani, can you unmute yourself? Are you there, Kalivani?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Now I ask you, what is your favorite sweet? What do you like to eat?
Kesari.
Kesari. Okay. You like to eat kesari. Kesari means for everyone's information, kesari means halwa. Right? In Tamil, we call kesari, right? Okay. When you eat kesari, Kalivani, how do you eat? Okay, I give you a bowl of kesari. How do you eat? Do you prefer to, okay, if I give you a bowl of kesari, just think about it. I'm giving you a beautiful bowl of kesari, which is prepared with ghee and sugar, so fragrant. Okay. I'm pointing you to, I'm giving you two, what do you call a spoon. Are you with me?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
One spoon is a big spoon. Another one is a teaspoon. A big, I mean, a big spoon and the teaspoon, the small spoon. Which one do you prefer?
I prefer the teaspoon.
Teaspoon, right?
Yes.
Huh? Yes.
Yes, yes.
But if I give you a rice, if I give you a meal, I prepare some meal for you, I'm giving it to you. Do you prefer teaspoon or you prefer the big spoon?
For me, it's also teaspoon, Prabhu.
Huh?
Teaspoon.
No, what I'm asking, if I give you rice to eat, all right, I just make some fried rice I'm giving to you. Do you prefer the bigger spoon or you prefer the smaller spoon, the tiny spoon? The rice.
Rice means maybe because mainly I see the time, Prabhu. If you say lunch, maybe I will take the big one. Lah.
Big one. Because you're going to take it and eat it, right? Yes or not?
Okay.
But why you don't like to take the bigger spoon for your halwa?
Because taste. Just for the taste and it's very sweet, Prabhu. Cannot take off.
Because that small spoon, when you take that halwa, how are you going to eat? You're going to take a small piece and put in your mouth and say, oh my God. So
Yes,
tasty.
Prabhu, exactly.
Right?
Tasty.
You don't take the big spoon and put into the halwa, eat like a cereal. Yes or not? So you take the spoon, you take a small one, and oh, Krishna. Or you take another small bite. Oh, so nice. Yes or not? Anything sweet, like even like say halwa, or you take about gulab jan, or you take laddu. You don't put the whole laddu into your mouth. Yes or not? You just take a small bite. So nice. Take a small bite. Yes or not?
Yes.
That is how you should chant Hare Krishna. The first mantra itself, you just meditate upon Krishna. Hare Krishna. Oh, the most beautiful one. Hare Krishna. Hey, the most beautiful one. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, the reservoir of all pleasure. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So enjoy it piece by piece. Right? Not the goal of eating fast and go. enjoy it's called indulgence.
Like
Indulgence.
how we enjoy the Kesari Prabhu. Exactly.
Yeah. So exactly. Just take the first mantra, you put the thing, you just hold your where's my chanting bag? Oh, which is far away. Okay. Anyway. So take and okay, this is I got something which I'm okay. You take these beats, right? You just hold the first beats and immediately just say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Go to the next one. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Like that. So, when you're going to do that, the first mantra itself, you start to have some kind of excitement. Okay? So, even you chant 5 rounds, 9 rounds, if you do like this, you can never stop your rounds. So, it's not a goal, it's an intention. Yes, you have to do your 16 rounds. Fair enough. That's the standard. Okay? But your goal is to enjoy every word in the mantra. Okay, Kalivani? Anyway, you're doing a fantastic job and I'm so happy for you.
Okay, Prabhu, thank you very much.
So happy. Nama?
Yeah, last time when I chant Mahamantra, when I do chanting, I always can see, like, because I like to close my eyes and do chanting. That time I always can see like Krishna, Vishnu in his. But nowadays I can see baby Krishna.
I see. That's very nice. That's very nice. Did I do any brainwashing? Did I do any brainwashing? Any jibumba?
No, Prabhu, no.
No, nothing, right? I didn't say anything. I'm not saying you chant Hare Krishna, you can be Ambani. I didn't say that, right? Did I say that? You want to be like Ambani because Ambani worship Krishna. I tell you the secret. You chant this Hare Krishna, you become Ambani. Nothing. I'm not promising you any material wealth, happiness. No, I'm just giving you absolute peace of mind. Just by realizing yourself. Yes, Shantiram Mataji? You want to say something?
Very, I don't know how to explain. You really, showed the way to do the chant is so great. We never would have thought. I would have never thought until now. You just told how to do the expression and feeling about it is so nice. It's
Yes.
nice. I think that's the way we should start.
Oh, no, all glories to
That's
my
something.
Siksha Guru.
That is something that is a pleasure. Is a
Yes,
great way to start off.
correct.
To feel and do it, and then
Yes,
you start doing 16 rounds. That is a good thing. It's very good advice. It is a very good presentation, for a starter to feel and start chanting.
yes,
Instead of, if you have not explained this, we will keep, myself, I would have done by when I have to do the rounds, I will be keep thinking the rounds, how many rounds I'm going to do.
correct.
I shouldn't think that. I must think how devotion, how you chant it. That is very well explained today. So
Yes.
I got that. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. But I just want to say a disclaimer. All this I learned from my Siksha Guru. His Grace Pran Govinda Prabhu from USA, Alachua. I'm just remembering whatever he says, because before I start the class, I just meditate in his class because he's such a dear friend of mine. And also I've taken him as my Siksha Guru, my guide. So I'm just repeating what I've heard from him. Nothing. I'm just an instrument.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm just a student. I'm just learning all this at the beginning. Thank you. Thank you, Jay.
But you should attend his Pran Govinda Prabhu's class. You will be mesmerized. Amazing.
Say
I was.
again, who is it?
Huh? No, of course.
Guruji?
Sorry?
You were saying something? Who was it?
No. His Grace Pran Govinda Das Prabhu from Alachua, America. He's a sannyasi. He's going to take sannyasi anytime.
Okay.
So, I attended his class on the summary study of Chaitanya Charitamrita. My Praglad Prabhu, Praglad Pang. He's from what do you call?
Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad, Tobago, South
Ah,
America. So we all together. And you know
Uh-huh.
what? He starts his class around Malaysian time, 9:30 p.m.
mhm.
And he's supposed to be a summary, but end up a very detailed study. And class goes up until 4 o'clock in the morning. Can you imagine? From 9 p.m. For them, it's of course daytime. It's a day,
Yeah.
but for me, it's at night. For Malaysia, it's at night. So I'll be sitting in front at 9 o'clock at night. It goes and goes and goes until 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
And
Ah, so
that Prabhu cannot stop. And we also
Yeah.
cannot stop from not listening to his class.
etc. in
And every
trance.
day, 5
Mhm.
days a week, Mataji.
Okay.
After 4 o'clock, then everybody will say, now time for Mangalarti. Yeah, Mangalarti. Sansara
Sleepy.
like a zombie. I was like, but it was such a pleasure.
Mm.
So eventually, after the class, I'll be adding you into that our main group, and I'll be like encouraging. I tell you, Pran Govinda Prabhu is a class that everyone should attend. He's amazing. He's a royal family. He's a royalty, right?
Mhm.
From East Pakistan, which is Bangladesh now, right? So after the partition, he's part of the land or kingdom has gone into this Pakistani, or went into Bangladesh. He's amazing. He's extremely tall for an Indian. He's a Bengali. And he is a diamond merchant. He was a millionaire. And he gave everything to his children. Now he's retired. Now he's going to take sannyas, renounced order of life. A person
Okay.
that everyone should meet and attend his class. So once in a while, I'll share his classes in the group, or there will be live classes. I'll invite all of you. When you see that Pran Govinda Prabhu's class, please be the first person to join in. All right.
Yeah.
So do you agree, Prahlad Prabhu?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So, it's already 9:24 p.m. Thank you for such a wonderful moment in time. On this auspicious Bhadra Purnima, we are gathered and discuss about Bhagavad Gita. So, if those who don't have a Bhagavatam, maybe what you can do, or at least before you go to bed, try to go through that chapter 11, read through. If you have any questions, if anything that you have, please come and share it with us so we can all discuss together. And tomorrow is Thursday. Okay. So tomorrow I'm having a Namahat program. So tomorrow there's no class. So we continue the class on Friday. Okay. Because every Thursday night I'm having a Namahat program in Ipoh. So we continue the class on Thursday. Continue back the class on Friday. All right. So till then, have a beautiful day.
Ji, what is a Namahat class? What is a Namahat?
Namahat means it's like a cell program. It's like what they call. I've got a small center with new devotees come there, and I'm cultivating them.
Okay. Okay.
So if you're in Ipoh, you can come and join us every Thursday.
Eh.
The place was given as a gift the place was sponsored by a doctor. She has given us the place rent free. She said you can use it forever. Very strategic first garden area.
Oh, first garden. Okay.
Yeah. Ipoh first garden. Okay.
Okay.
So, all right.
Thank you, Ji.
Thank you so much. We'll meet again. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyavacha paditanam pavinibhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namah. Hare Krishna. Have a good night. And to Prahlad Prabhu, good morning. Hari Bol.
Hare Hare.